Good morning. I feel like it's mandatory every time a helicopter or airplane flies overhead that you have to stop what you're doing and look up at it. Chinook helicopter, built, I believe, in the 60s, still used today. We get them all the time. We are directly in between two flight paths of the U.S. military. Air Force? Who does the Chinooks? That would make sense. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, Ethan. Again, it is calm, no wind, no breeze, and a little bit of humidity, so it'll be too tough to cut. I don't even need to go out there. I know what it is already. We are waiting for sunlight and breeze. Also, there was moisture on the windshield of the pickups. So, too damp, too much moisture. We're going to find something else to do until we can get going. Fuel up the tractors and a number of other things. I am on pace for daily video uploads. Can I keep this pace through harvest? The natural harvest pace is pretty insane anyway. Doing YouTube once a week takes a lot of work. I'm on set. I'm going to try and go for it. I'm not going to announce it. I might just do it. Let's see what happens. Great day, another great day in the state of Nebraska. Look at that prairie grass out there. I love that. We're going to keep that tall blue stem through this fall and winter, and then I will burn it next spring instead of mowing it this year. And then we'll get awesome regrowth. Big rain's coming, so we have got to stay on the accelerator for running the combine. All right, this is what I want to show you. If you take these soybeans and kind of roll them in your fingers like this, these are tight. The nice thing about the pods is they get moist and they get more firm. They're not as crispity and crunchity. These would be about 15% moisture. What I like to do, these should crack and crumble, and more importantly, these bottom ones, you want these to crack and crumble, and they are not. You can just see the moisture on the ground. And that's what happened last night when I quit. As the moisture comes up, it will just drag and ball up. There's a lot of plant material down here that just gets sticky. And in the day with a breeze, when everything is dry and crisp, it flows through the machine and harvests so nice. Soybeans are really interesting. They can pick up moisture in the actual pod itself. They can go from 8 to 13 to 14 or to 15. When it's sunny and breezy and low humidity, I have seen soybeans go from 13 to 8 in one day. So I'm going to call it, unless the breeze picks up, it'll be 11 or noon before I am able to cut these. I can go a little bit earlier, but it's really grind and difficult. You have to be a very good operator, and it's usually not worth it. It's usually worth it just to let the soybeans be ready and then harvest them. I was going to say something else. Let me gather my thoughts. One of the nice things about farming is there is always work ahead of you. Just across the road, we are root slicing. I have the root slicer hooked up. I had Adam out there yesterday. That is working really pretty well. And I think I'm going to go ahead and strip till right behind the root slicer to be able to plant, I believe, corn next year. Commercial corn on this field next year. I have, he's already done fueling up. Wonderful fuel trailer. I wish I would have owned, like a lot of things, the forklift, I wish I would have owned a fuel trailer for harvest especially a long time ago. It's so nice to be back in a tractor. Yes, I know, I realize I'm in the combine and I love being there. I think I just love being in this 25 square feet jail cell, prison cell with my thoughts to my own. I am strip tilling right after Adam is over there root slicing. How do you guys say it, and it's working really well. If we're going to have 1 to 2 to 4 inches this weekend, getting this amount of field work done will help me rest better at night. Do not forget, we still have this grain sorghum / Milo to chop. I'm going to sell it to the neighbor, same neighbor that owns the chopper, and we might just chop it for him with his chopper in my wagons. He's a cattle feeder, cattleman, so he's always busy like we all are, but he's extra level busy. He farms as well. Great guy, great neighbor. Do you guys have great neighbors? I am very blessed to have the neighbors that I do. I am using auto steer on this tractor, and I am contemplating putting auto steer on my combine. What do you guys think? It's 2024, and I think most guys run it. I never have on the combine. We will see. Looks like Adam is having an issue up there. It might be too tough to root slice. But so far on my second pass here strip tilling, it looks good. What you can see is a seed bed in there that I will plant corn into. These nice little strips. So Adam plugged a little bit through a muddy low spot draw. I drug it out, but I think I re-plugged him. Shoot, it's going to be bad. He might have to back up. You got to go. Key to this thing is got to go fast. Oh, it might be dry enough. Speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. Attaboy, there you go. We've got one locked up dragging. Crumb. Hopefully he'll see it and fix it. If not, he'll learn. We don't have radios, do we? I need to call him. Yeah, we'll get one unplugged. Anyway, we hilled this seed corn this last summer, and you can see the steep ridge. This is what I want to knock down and get rid of. Oh, I think it just looks like it cleared itself out. So pulling the roots and the stalk, the root crown out right here is beneficial for my planting lane, since I plant in the same row. Then when my strip till machine comes through, it'll knock that to the side in the middle of the row, smooth, and then beat down that ridge so that it'll be a much nicer planting bed next year. Good job, Adam. All right, we'll clean this mess up and get a good rain on it. Ah, the smell of fresh turned soil. Can you guys tell me in the comments what the word for turned soil is? It's also the same word they describe after a rain. That smell from the green. Half you guys can smell this smell through the phone, I'm pretty sure. Here's a review of my Orthman one tripper strip till machine. Orthman was just purchased last year by UnverferthMfg, so they'll keep the color Orthman green and they will keep the name, but it is now going to be Orthman by UnverferthMfg. It is the one tripper, and you can see what these rows do to spread the debris, chop it up twice, and then roller pack it into this nice seed bed that I will be able to plant in next year. Very heavy, very solid machine. It flexed up a little bit on the left side. It seems to be fine now. If you want to pin the wings, feel free. I'll leave it up to you.
I think I might. For the second that you saw, it bumped and it said that I turned the steering wheel and turned up under here, but it didn't change my trajectory at all. But if I get some more vibration, I'm just going to pin my wings at the end of this pass.
Roger, that's what Laura always used to do. She just felt more comfortable with that, having a solid bar. Just don't forget before you try to fold up. All right, looks good over here. Keep going, I'm gonna get in the combine. Yay, fortunately I don't have to go very far.
Your time lapse has started and so have I.
But I am going to Adam's wrist slicing. You already knew that. I'm going to drive the four-wheeler over there. Anyway, oh, we got the little middle pivot moving. Don't let me forget about that. It is running dry, and we're running it back onto the soybean ground, so it's ready to go facing the correct direction when we start harvesting corn. That is the crunch that I'm looking for. Ah, they're still just a touch. They don't have that sharp, crisp, but I know we could go. 13.2. Yeah, they're gonna be 13.2, 13.5. Yeah, these lower ones are a touch wet. Will be 13 plus, which is fine. The elevator wants them at 13 is the cutoff. I get docked anything above 13 and they're just good and fine, just less water weight below 13. So I want to hit them right at that critical moment. Start harvesting beans on the higher level, because throughout the day with this breeze and the sunlight, it will dry down. Before you know it, we will be harvesting 10% moisture beans. So they'll cut. I've got a McDonald Draper with a Case Combine. They will cut and separate beautifully. Let's get at it. Welcome everyone to the, sorry swinging around here, you're a little too close to my face. Welcome to the afternoon, 10.8 moisture. And they are cutting like a dream. We have some wetter beans in the draw, up to 17, 18, but they're mixing and blending off nice. I can get most of them cut. There's a few grass and weeds that I don't want to go through, and we'll just leave that for the livestock or the wild animals out here. Almost done with this field. We're going to move to another field. So 300 acres cut. Yay. Looks like they're going to yield just fine. Machinery has been holding up well. Just a few little maintenance things here and there. Little plugs and problems from pivot tracks. But we are rocking and rolling. Very excited how much we are getting done on these beautiful Nebraska days. Still looks like there's plenty of rain coming in this weekend. We will work right up until then, and then we'll do all the other things we need to do after it rains. At this rate, Mauricio's never going to get that grain cart empty. I need to clean my windshields and everything else. It gets dusty and dirty out here. No breeze to take this fine chopped dust away. But what a beautiful evening. When you guys buy your Stellar fuel mate, fuel trailer, make sure it has the light, excuse me, the light option on it. Almost run the combine out of diesel fuel. I was down to 1 bar or 3%, so I think it would have been fine. Guesses on how much fuel this combine will hold.